Hi, this is James Page for FrontLine Research here at DSEI 2025. I'm over on the DTC stand and I'm really pleased to be talking to Andrew Dobson, or Dobbo, who is Head of Military Systems here at DTC now, but you have a military background, you've done a lot in your time.
Yes, Jay. I joined the army very young. One of those people that didn't know really where they wanted to go in life. Joined the army at 18 and then had a full career. And then part of that career involved getting into technology, particularly RF engineering. And I eventually became a CTO, head of technology for an MOD organization as head of technology. Since then, I left probably 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Worked for a number of companies and really pleased to be leading the military systems division within DTC.
So you're bringing a lot of experience into this role, and that must be helping to define what DTC's approach to soldier communications is.
I've been really fortunate that I've worked for only Californian technology companies prior to coming to DTC. And I bring some of that knowledge and experience and methodology with me to basically transform this defense market.
Sure.
And hopefully see some extreme gains in the next few years.
So what is DTC's approach to soldier communications?
One of the things that makes us different is the fact that we have a platform agnostic approach and we use software-defined radios in their true form. Okay. And what that means is you can bring your own waveform, you can bring your own encryption, you can localize where you need, and we can create an ever-evolving radio system that will always meet the current need.
And so in terms of that, where does the particular product, the Sentry Mesh 6161, how does that fit in?
It's a good question. So Sentry 6161 is our first soldier system radio, really. And that allows us to be dynamic in what we provide. So whether that's as a ground radio for dismounted soldiers, it can also be used to intercommunicate with some of our UXV platforms. And that then makes it very agnostic. And we are bringing third-party waveforms on board and evolving it every month in terms of software and allowing continual changes.
And that's sort of come about, that's the rapid changing nature of the battlefield is meaning that integration and the connectivity between the UXV and the soldier is really important, right?
We are extremely strong in the UAV market, and also we're starting to move into the UGV market. And what makes us different is we're the only ones that can seamlessly integrate between the uncrewed platform and the dismounted soldier network seamlessly, but we're one of the few that can do it, but we're the only ones that do it in a non-proprietary way that allows different waveforms to be used for different use cases. And they're not necessarily our own, but they're on our platforms. And that is a huge deal for those that have had a huge investment in things like waveforms.
Sorry, I interrupted you because I'm interested in hearing about more on the multi-waveform strategy that you got.
It's something that's very difficult to achieve and something that we've been working on for a long time. It is now well known, due to the changing threat in Eastern Europe, that one waveform doesn't suit every solution. So what we're trying to do, and what we are doing to some extent, is allowing customers and users to be able to change the waveform depending on the threat, create waveform factories, and bring your own waveform. Okay. And then bringing their own waveform, it means they can hold on to them like they would their sensitive data or encryption. And that means that you only use them when you truly need them. And you can switch waveform then, depending on the threat, depending on the use case, or in some cases, depending on the need.
So does that adaptability start to lead into what we talk about in terms of sovereignty and what that means?
It's exactly that. One of the words that's starting to be used more frequently is beyond sovereignty is localization. The two things are interlinked, where countries or regions want to be able to develop their own capability, but not necessarily have the time or the resources to produce their own radio. So we provide a base platform for them to bring their own crypto, to bring their own waveform, and we're opening up our operating system to make it feel like it's theirs. And my methodology and vision is, and the company's methodology and vision is that we want to be like the Broadcom of the military radio world, where people develop on our platform for their own need and make their own localized version, even to the point where they could produce and manufacture in their country, depending on any local agreements in place. So,
yeah. No, really interesting. Thank you for spelling that out, because it's a term that means different things in different places sometimes. you've got lots of things on the stand today. It's really busy. There's been some really important people on the stand.
Yes.
We haven't got time to maybe go through everything, but I think we wanted to pick out Sprintac as a particular product to talk about.
It's a really good example of what we just discussed in terms of localization and us being agile and DTC being agile. And Sprintac in this instance was a problem that was discovered within the UK MOD, where they wanted to use other communication methods to provide better situational awareness. That capability allows us to take overlay and geospatial data and use it over what was considered to be a legacy medium, such as HF. And what that means is, if they're in an environment that's being denied from a satellite perspective, they can achieve huge ranges between battalion and brigade, or company headquarters and battalion, and be able to share both the boundaries, the COT information, the personal location information in a way that they couldn't do before, by over a very long range medium that's very hard to jam.
Right.
And so that is localization from a software perspective that we're able to do.
Awesome. Well, look, we've gone through an enormous amount in a short space of time, so thank you for being able to give us that complete overview of everything here.
Nice.
It's clear DTC are benefiting from your experience, and all may continue. Thank you. I feel like after we've had that conversation, I can call you Dobbo. So
Thank you
for
thank you for the time today. It's been fantastic. Thank you, James. Cheers. Thank you, really good.